So, you've got Lightfall and you have a ton of questions about Strand. How is it good? How is it bad? And what can you do with it? The Warlock is by far the most powerful. You can basically create a pet build like in any other looter or MMO just by using your Rift. Your Healing Rift, your Empowered Rift, any of them. And I think I found the best way to do it by literally nuking everyone. Hey guys, it's Inked, and this is a new channel. The first channel on a new series. I'm going to be using this one for Destiny builds and anything else Destiny related because I want to focus Elder Scrolls on my other channel, my main channel, which will be in the link below. But yes, as you'll see in the gameplay, this is a very powerful build. You can shred enemies easily with these Threadlings using your melee to just regenerate light amounts to come back with. It's a pretty self-explanatory build, to be honest. You're using the new exotic, but also you're looking at this with all the stats, and you have to run Threadling Grenade because you're going to be consuming your grenade or throwing it if you haven't got your Rift yet. The aspect you're using is Mindspun Innification because you're going to use that to consume your Threadlings to fill up your Threadling meter, so you can use that for the next aspect, which will allow you to do more damage, which is Weaver's Call. Casting your Rift to weave 3 Threadlings out to attack, but it also uses any Threadlings you've got perched. The fragments you're going to use is Thread of Warden, so you can use an Orb of Power to grant Woven Mail, so you get a bit of sustainability. Thread of Evolution, which allows your Threadlings to travel further and deal more damage, also you get plus 10 intellect. Thread of Mind, which allows you to defeat suspended targets, granting class ability energy. That will come back to this one later. More rifts are great. And the Thread of Generation, dealing damage generates grenade energy, which is always great because you need to sustain your grenades. You need to use your Threadlings more often. To go to the artifacts, this is where it gets a bit ropey because Untangler suspends targets from a strand weapon after shoot the tangle. So you shoot a tangle, they'll get suspended, more damage. Volatile Flow, we will be picking up your Orbs of Power, grant your Void Weapons volatile, so your Null Composure. Bricks from Beyond, defeating an enemy with a Void Weapon has a chance to generate heavy ammo for you and your teammates, always a nice touch. Counterweave's a weird one because you don't really need it, but it will help you when your teammates defeat a champion. You least charge strand abilities from charge. Threaded Blast is what you need. Destroying a tangle with a strand weapon creates a larger, more damage and explosion. Fantastic with Untangler, which you can see right here. They combo, especially when you're using a strand auto rifle by the name of Perpetualist. Prismatic Transfer, it only works if you're on a different set, if you're running different subclasses, but you gain bonus damage when you cast your super if everyone else is on a different subclass. So it's fantastic for if you're running Void, a Solar, and you are Strand. Your helmet, you want Dynamo, because when you cool your Rift down near targets, you're going to generate super energy. It's going to be fantastic because you're not only doing that, but you're generating tons of damage. And these Siphon mods, I would recommend running Arc or Void for your heavy and your energy weapon, but also Strand one, so you can use it with your Perpetualist, so you're dropping more Orbs of Power the more you're running it. On your arms, you're going to be wanting to use Grenade Kickstart twice. So when you use your grenade, when you throw it, if you don't have your Rift, you also gain some back. And I'll be using Firepower, so if I do have to do that, I generate orbs, which will then build up my ability energy so I can keep going and get Woven Mail, so I'm surviving longer. Your arms are more your sustainability on mod-wise. Your chest really is anything damage resistant. I don't have it on here, but anything close quarters is handy because obviously you're going to be charging in with Dynamo, but also having something with range so you don't get sniped out of it. And your Swarmers. The Shrine of Tangle spawns a Threadling, great for your artifact, and your Threadlings unravel targets as they deal damage. So you're creating unravels. When that timer runs out and they're still unraveled, you can suspend again. This is fantastic with recuperation because you're also heal, innovation, and installation. So you're regenerating your class ability, your grenade, and your health by picking up a single Orb of Power. Swarmers work well with the Thread of Mind, which I said earlier, because you're defeating suspended enemies, grant you class ability energy. So basically what you're doing is summoning Threadlings and regenerating class ability energy if you use a strand weapon on a tangle, on a wider range surface with Untangler and Threaded Blast. On your class ability, you're going to want to use Utility Kickstarter and Reaper because you want to be generating Rift energy when you use it, and your final weapon Blow from Reaper, after using your Rift, will grant you an Orb of Power. So it's always helpful because more orbs mean more sustainability and more regeneration. Regarding your weapons though, you're going to want to run Perpetualist, Ruthless Fury, or Exotic, the Quicksilver Storm, because they are all strand auto rifles and they will help you considerably during this run. This will also help you with trying to cut down all the tangles you can find. Null Composure you can get from the collections still, which comes with Masterworks, so you can get amazing DPS with that. And Thunderlord is one of those weapons you gotta find, but also the Taipan you can craft. So it's always good, you've always got a good build. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you in the next one. Bye.